Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Halcyon 6 Lightspeed Edition. I believe you can find this game on Steam for about 15 bucks. I'm sort of picking up where I left off from my playthrough from about, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months ago, something like that. So I'm not starting a new game, I'm continuing an existing one. So should you buy this game, don't expect to see everything that you're seeing today. Alright, let's go ahead and have some fun. Hi Ishwa, how are you? So as far as the current state of the galaxy, this is my starbase here. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I have covered this game in detail in prior videos, but just as a quick summary, you've got this starbase. This is sort of like your base of operations. You're going to be sending fleets out to various planets to collect resources. You're going to be fending off these waves of alien ships. You may fight some pirates from time to time, that kind of thing. And your objective really is to get more rooms in your starbase, level up your fleet, and finish the story. Now, for the record, I've not beaten this game at all before. This is the farthest that I've ever gotten, in all honesty. Right now, I've got Tier 3 ships. You start the game with Tier 1 ships, then you create Tier 2 ships, and then Tier 3 ships, and that's where I'm at right now. I also have the Precursor DLC, which adds this special ship that you can build that is pretty darn powerful, but you upgrade it with these artifacts that you find by killing these space whale looking things. That's the little blue circle thing here. Yeah, Tier 3, Tier 2. I mean, I probably could take these guys out if I wanted to, but let's go ahead and zoom into my starbase and see what's going on with it. Okay, so lots of stuff going on here. I've got 4 officers on the bottom here. I've got a tactical, I've got an engineering officer, I've got a science officer, and I've got another tactical officer, and there's 3 different kinds of ships. There's tactical, engineering, and science. So I have 3 officers that are like my primary fleet. On occasion, they do things around my starbase when there's a lull in the space combat. And then I'm sort of trying to train up more people so that I can do things around the starbase while my primary crew goes out and does even more stuff. But again, I'm oblivious to the strategies behind this game. I'm just sort of figuring out as I go. So this is your space station. You're going to be building rooms similar to that of like XCOM. So if I click on this build button, I can build a dark matter multiplier. I can build reactors, fuel plants, different things like that. And on the right hand side you can see power used 137 out of 160. So let's get out of here, and I've got a couple of people already doing things. This person, this tactical officer, the weaker one, is just generating materials for me, nothing else. She's in this room just churning out materials for me. Your resources are in the upper right hand corner. You've got artifacts, drones, crew, material, dark matter, and fuel. Drones are something that you can build later on via the drone control room, and you'll come across these colonies that produce various resources like dark matter or materials, fuel. Well, if you build a drone at that location, it'll automatically ship the resources to your home base, whereas if you don't have a drone set up, you have to manually send your ship out there to pick up those resources. These little exclamation points says, this sector's dark matter extractor is at full capacity, come pick it up. So this will just stay like that until I send a ship to pick it up, or I can send a drone out here and just have these things automatically collected. I prefer to build the drones in the locations that are further out, because a quick hop to and back is just, it's very easy. So actually, let's go ahead and do that now. Is there anyone not doing anything? Find out. Okay, yeah, I've just got one person here. This is my Tier 3 engineer ship. These are all the different abilities that I have access to on this ship. And my crew members also level up too, and they have their own skill tree, and that actually carries over to the ships that they're piloting. So let's go ahead and launch the fleet. We have a situation at the Officer Academy. These are like choose-your-own-adventure scenarios that pop up. You just choose what you want to do with it. Someone discovers that they have a recent ancestor who performed untoward experiments on their comrades. I can either dwell on it or take a long space flight to clear my head. I don't know. How about just dwells on it? Doesn't seem like anything happened there. Acknowledged. Okay, so I've arrived at my destination. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the 121 dark matter here. And we're going to leave the system. And I'm going to maybe just head toward this fuel here. Transfer 42 fuel to fleet. Good to go. Looking around, making sure there's no other enemy vessels around. Looks like we're okay. On occasion, things will come in and try and attack your starbase, so you got to fend them off. Again, if you've seen my prior videos of this, then you'll know what this game's all about. I'm going to come down here and pick up these crew members. This is a crew member generation planet. The Officer Academy has completed its task. Let's go ahead and show the location. So, new candidates are ready to be selected to promote them. Okay, so I've got, again, 4 people right now, 4 officers, and I'm going to choose a 5th one here. So Cheyenne Gomez is a mechanic. I already have a tactical officer, so I'm probably going to either choose one of these 2. This Layla is the science one, and her unlockable prestige class is counselor. She gives meditation boost, subtle encouragement, microaggressions. I don't know about that. What's this one here? Guard ally, focus fire 2, and focus fire 3. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the engineer, or I'm going to go with the engineer here, because they've got this quick tune-up. They've got this repair drone, and these are healing spells that are really good, or healing abilities that are really good. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Cheyenne here. All right, so now I've got an officer mechanic level 4. My officer room has been upgraded so that any new crew members or any new officers that are created automatically start at level 4. And that's important because some of these abilities, some of these rooms, they require level 4 to or above to operate. Let's see. Unlocks an additional officer slot. That's going to take 150 crew members. I can increase my XP from combat. New and existing officers automatically promote to level 7. That's 600 materials and 300 dark. I'm going to go ahead and unlock a 3rd one. And a lot of these rooms require an officer to actually operate. So it looks like the scientist here is going to take 5 days. This is my level 8 scientist. It's going to take 5 days to find someone. So I'm going to go ahead, confirm this task. It's going to take 5 days for that. And let's go back to my map. I think my tactical officer could be doing something else too. I might send my tactical officer... Yeah, send new fleet. I've got a tier 3 tactical ship. Yep. And I guess let's go ahead and repair it real quick. It usually costs dark matter to do. Alright, launch fleet. I don't like splitting up my ships like that, but there's no enemy vessels around, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, we're going to transfer crew to fleet. Fine. Now let's view the facility and see if I can... Yeah, I could deploy a satellite drone. My mechanic is here. It's going to take 2 days to do it. I'll go ahead and confirm that task. That's calling me... I want this one. Deploy satellite drone. How much is that going to... 1 day. Okay, that's good. It's even better. All right, confirm task. So what I just did there is my engineer officer arrived, picked up the crew members, but now I'm going to deploy a satellite so that, or a drone, so that crew members are automatically funneled to my starbase automatically. That's going to take about a day to do. All right, crew population 75, transfer 28 crew to fleet. I'll do that as well. And the question is, do I want to do the same thing here? While I'm here. Well, first of all, let's see if there's any other resources that I need badly. This dark matter, for example, I use a lot of dark matter for repairing and the like, so I may come up here. I want the one that is stationed here. This is Pavo. So we're going to send the ship that's at Pavo here. Satellite drone has been deployed at Jansen. Automatic resource delivery should commence soon. Awesome. So this is done down here. Now this exclamation point, if I go there, it's going to say, do you want to use crew members to repair this location? Some of these places can be repaired at the cost of labor and the like. This over here, I believe, is a quest, New Terra. I've been holding off on doing that just to level up my crew members in my ships a bit. I guess we can send this one back now. Transfer dark matter to fleet. And let's view the facility. And let's go ahead and deploy a drone. That's going to take 4 days to do. Looks like I need a lot of science for that, but each of my officers has a rating in tactical science and engineer. This officer here has 95 out of the 45 required, so it's sort of overkill there. Not enough science, not enough engineering, but I could still do the task. It's just going to take me longer to do. So we're going to confirm that. There's another space whale fleet over here. Tier 3 stuff. Nasty. Alright, so our ship is returned. Dark Matter 121, crew 34. There's some fuel out here that's ready to be picked up. I wouldn't mind creating a couple more drones, assuming it's cheap. Alright, so we're going to click on Satellite Drone Control. We can build some satellite drones. How long is that going to take? 3 days with my mechanic, who just returned. Or I can use my level 4 mechanic that's sitting here doing nothing. I'm going to go ahead and do that, actually. I want to level them up a bit. So we're going to confirm that task. And what else can I do while I'm here? Dark matter multiplier. This requires science. My scientist right now is in the officer pool, 1 day remaining. I could send my level 9 mechanic. It's going to take 2 days to do it. They're not as equipped to do that, though. Let's see if there's something else the engineer can do in the meantime. There's a repair bay. Let's take a look at that. Passive repair. I can increase the passive repair that my ships receive when they're docked at my starbase. That's going to take 250 dark matter. Don't know if I want to do that yet. Reduce the repair cost of your ships by 10%. I kind of like that, actually. Let's go ahead and just... Our mechanic is going to take 1 day to do it. Yeah, he's overqualified for this task, for sure. And what about the rest of my officers? I think... Yeah, they're all doing something. If you look on the very bottom of the screen, you'll see little guys with shovels. That just means they're working on something. Bottom right, there's your missions... there's notifications, and there's event queues. So different things going on. The satellite drone's going to take 6 days. That's the longest. Okay. So I think we're just good to let time pass for the moment. Repair bay has completed its task. Acknowledged. Wonder if our engineer can do something else. Repair cost reduction. See, now we're getting up to 300 material. I mean, that's not bad, but I don't want to waste materials willy-nilly. I want to kind of keep stuff in reserve just in case. There's also a tech research button, and this is where you can go to unlock new things. So the cadet barracks, for example. This allows me to recruit crew and upgrade cadets. I don't have one. I wouldn't mind researching it just to see what it does. Officer cloning. You can clone veteran officers killed in the line of duty. Oh, interesting. So if an officer dies, I can clone him. Counselor's room. I can increase morale in the station. My morale's at 96% right now. I've been doing all sorts of different things off camera, so... yeah, nothing to worry about there. Destroying enemy fleets. Taking out portals that spawn... that spew out enemy alien ships. Just doing those things will increase your morale. There's a new reactor that gives me 50 power when it goes down. There's a propulsion lab. Research fleet fuel efficiency and travel speed upgrades with this base room. Foundry. Research how to build a foundry facility to engineer advanced starship equipment and increase Halcyon 6's maximum station health. A lot of these things are good. I kind of want to do the cadet barracks so I can recruit crew members and upgrade cadets. Let's go ahead and do that. Now that I've got that researched, I can come back to my starbase and possibly build that room, assuming I've got power. So here's the cadet barracks. It's going to cost me 300 material, use 3 power. All right, we're going to go ahead and do that. And I've got a free room down here. It takes an officer to explore other parts of the environment. So if I click on this explore button, I can add an officer. I think they're all busy. Actually, no, this level 9 mechanic. Let's go ahead and just explore that real quick. It's going to take 1 day to do. This will give us another room to play with. All right. Officers Academy has completed its task. And now we've got another officer ready to be promoted. Well, I did the engineer last time. I think we'll do the scientist this time. Delayed recovery. What do you got here? I like the Siphon Dark Matter. That's a damage ability that also sucks life force out of the opponent and gives it to you. Yeah, I think we'll keep all of these. Select officer. All right, and I wouldn't mind leveling them up too. Let's see if they can do something here. I can put them in the Dark Matter multiplier. That's going to take 3 days to do. Level 4. There we go. Alright, so basically my lower echelon officers are generating resources for me, and I'm just leveling them up that way. I could also give them ships and have them go out and do things, but generally the higher the level of the officer, the better they are in combat. Okay. So let's go ahead and pass time again. Actually, no, this one is not busy. Let's see what she can do. Do I want to recruit any other people at this point in time? I kind of don't. I've got 6 already. I mean, I kind of do want more crew members, but at the same time... No, nothing there. I can upgrade my ships, but this requires engineering. Let's see if I can get away with that. As far as the ships that I have, I've got the Assassin, which is a Tier 3 tactical ship. I've got the Gallant, which is a Tier 3 engineering ship. And I've got a Precursor, which is Tier 2. You can level them up, though, like I was saying. And I think you can choose various abilities. Science for... I think I chose the Precursor ship as my science vessel. Just as class mix. But you can see there's a lot of science-based skills here. Edit ship powers. And what's cool is you can actually choose which ones you want. So if I don't want this to be a science vessel anymore, I can switch out these skills. But it looks like I've got room for another one. So what would I choose? Out of all these different skills. This shock mine is good. It disables ships. I kind of like that. Ancient assault. Reduce immobilized resistance. Allies inspired. Exploit sensors. Cooldown is 5, though. These are like really powerful abilities. I kind of want this ancient assault. That looks kind of cool. A lot of healing stuff. Adaptive armor. I'm never using that, but you can also switch loadouts too. So if you don't like a particular loadout, you can just go to a predetermined one. Let's go ahead and choose Ancient Assault. I kind of like that. Okay. Is there something I'm not using? This Ablative Field 1. I'm going to go ahead and switch that out, actually. if I can. That ablative might actually be part of my crew, that crew member that's piloting. I may not have a choice in that. Well, I guess... I do want this single heal. This single target heal is really good. Yeah, I'd hate to get rid of it. That single target heal has helped me more times than I can count. This bullseye ability, that does a lot of damage, but at the same time, I'm thinking I could do better than that. Disruptor beam inflicts crew panic. This does 211 to 367 damage, and that's kind of close. This disruptor beam does slightly less damage, but it inflicts crew panic. So I might think about that one. What else can I do here? This is engineer stuff. I don't. I kind of like this adaptive armor. 100 plus 173 times. So this is like a group heal kind of thing. Yeah. Do I want a group heal or do I want damage? This protective field, all allies. What does that do? Creates a protective field around your ships plus 25% damage resistance. That could come in handy during stronger boss fights. But I also find that doing a ton of damage right out of the gate, taking out one or two of them, is usually a good idea too. What is torture? Torture fires a stream of electricity at the target ship. Does additional 300% base damage over 2 rounds. Oh, I like it. I like that one, actually. That looks kind of cool. That damage over time, though, is kind of rough. And it has a 4-round cooldown. I need something that I can do every single... Like, that's cooldown of 3, cooldown of 5. That self-heal is kind of nice, too. Oh, there's so many good choices here. This is what stinks. I need something that I can use every single round, if at all possible. That's probably why I chose this bullseye, but at the same time... Well, if I don't like it, I can always switch it out, too. Strafing run all enemies, cooldown 4, tactical. Oh boy. Alright, I want to try this torture out and see if it's any good. If it's not, we can always get rid of it. Alright, done. Okay, so we switched out our tactical attack for something more sciencey. So this is my main fleet here. The Assassin, the Gallant, and the Vindicator, but these are ships that I've built already as well. This is a Tier 3 Science Vessel, this is a Tier 2 Tactical, Tier 2 Engineering, these are my Tier 1 Tactical, Engineer, Science. So these crew members that I'm currently recruiting, I'm going to assign them these Tier 2 ships, I think. This Tier 3 Science Vessel, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that. I built it to build it, but... Now, what's cool is I can also edit the ship powers that are on my other ships, too. So if I don't like what the Assassin has, for example, some of them I can't... Okay, well, this harass... Let's see, what would I use out of this? Teleport explosives isn't bad, but it just doesn't do enough damage, in my opinion, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to switch that out with something else. Disabling Strike does a decent amount of damage and inflicts weapon disruption. Focused Beam also inflicts weapon disruption. Strafing Run, engines down. This is what's cool about this game. You can sort of load out anything you want to here. Looks like I've got some already by default, like Cloak, Nuclear Strike, Bridge Shot. These officer powers are automatically given to my ship. Let's go just do Disabling Strike. I kind of like that one better. Alright, and as far as my engineering goes, is there anything I'm not using? This brace, I'm not really using that. I'm using something a bit more punchy. Instant repairs would be nice. I like that. That 4 is like how many times you can use it before you have to go back to base to refill it. This flak and shock, I think all of that is by default already. If it's not, then I'll need to take it. Shock mine. Let's do instant repairs. That's on self, though. I've already got... See, my officer power has a quick tune-up, but it's heal over time. See, with this current loadout, I don't have a regular attack. Although this Disintegrate Hull, 231 to 395 damage... Is that better than my flak? 231, 395. 231. Okay, so it doesn't matter. The flak barrage and this Disintegrate Hull does the same damage, but this flak exploits engines down. There are status effects that you'll be putting on your enemy ships, and if you exploit it by shooting the correct weapon while it has that status effect, it does like extra damage. I don't know. So I guess it's just a matter of preference at this point. Alright, I guess we'll keep it at that. Alright, I've done a lot of talking. Let's go ahead and actually do something. Alright, level 8 crew member here. What can I do with ya? Maybe we'll send them out and pick up this over here. No, I don't want that. Send new fleet. Okay. No, they're exploring. Maybe it's my science vessel. My Precursor ship. It is. Okay. It could also result in a massive meltdown and destroy the entire chamber. Let's leave it alone. Alright, so we've cleared out a section. We got some XP and some materials. Do we want to build anything here? I've got a lot of power, so I don't think we need to build another power plant. I guess we'll just wait and see what other rooms we unlock in the meantime. And my engineer... I don't like my crew members sitting around doing nothing. I do want them to do things. How about upgrading existing ships? Yep. Okay, our engineer would be great at that. So I have an assassin, so I'm going to go ahead and use my... Oh, I need a tactical officer for that one. Where's my... Okay, Gallant. There we go. The Berserker upgrade needs 300 engineer. Going to take 2 days. It'll increase my damage and speed. So, yeah, we definitely want that one. Okay. And these officers down here that we just recently recruited are now able to be upgraded. Again, I have a room upgrade that automatically sends them into level 4. So I'm going to choose some upgrades for them now. Some of these upgrades are land-based, some of them are space-based. This mechanic training greatly improves the ground combat powers available to the officer. I'd rather do ship stuff. Unlocks the quick tune-ups. Yeah, I like that one. This is something that I have on my full-time engineer that's like level 9. And unlocks the ramming, speed, ship power. Unlocks the ball, lightning, and smoke out ground power. Improves ship health by... Yeah, we want that for sure. Improve ship health. Absolutely. 2 skill points remaining. What do I want? Unlocks the repair drone overdrive. Yeah, let's do that one. That's a repair over time skill. Very useful to have. And I guess what else would improve? Anything to improve my ship combat. Improve ship damage resistance by 5%. Well, in order to get this, we have to be level 5, so we're going to have to take that later. Let's just unlock this ball lightning and smoke out ground combat power. Okay. And then we've got our science officer, who we've just recruited as well. She's automatically level 4. Let's go ahead and pick some stuff for her. Physicist training. Greatly improves the ground combat powers available to the officers. Unlocks the warp atomic structure space combat power. Sure. Unlocks delayed recovery, ground combat, plus 5 speed to the ship this officer is assigned. Yep. So we get extra speed by having this officer equipped to the ship. Unlocks the siphon dark matter space combat power. Yeah, this is awesome. Upgrade that. And we've got 1 skill point remaining. Unlocks the ablative field space combat power. This inflicts a shield around an ally, but I'm not really using it on my other scientist. All right. Sorry. A lot of noisy people upstairs. All right, so let's do... Okay, I guess ship and ground combat damage. We'll take that. Okay, so we're good there. Back to our star map. All right, fuel to fleet. Now, as far as fuel, do I really want to put... I mean, I've got 905 fuel. I'm getting it on a regular basis as well, so I'm not sure I really want to put a drone here. Holst Taylor. All right, so we want to send that one. Cadets Barracks is now online. Let's take a look at that. Your satellite drone has been deployed at Karina. Automatic resource delivery should commence soon. Awesome. Okay, so this one is now done. Let's go ahead and send this one home. Our fleet in Federation space has encountered a collective distress signal. Oh, this can't be good. A collective subfunction fleet is being torn apart by true attackers. These are these aliens that are popping up. Your fleet could easily assist them. It bears keeping in mind that the collective were likely raiding Terran colonies. I don't have the ability with one vessel. I'm just going to stay on course. As much as I'd like to save them, my ships are not equipped for this. At least not by themselves. And I did build that barracks. Let's quickly take a look at that. Alright, so we can recruit crew members. So I think this thing operates just like the dark matter room. You assign an officer to it, and it just starts generating resources for you. But I don't have anyone free right now to do it. Aiming training. Put the green shirts through rigorous firing practice. Increase their aim. The green shirts are, whenever you explore rooms, there's a chance that you'll come across dangers. And so you'll have an officer that you explored the room with, and then you have these green shirts. They're red shirts. And you can make them stronger through this training here. I'm not really going to worry about that too much. My resources are better put somewhere else. Your green shirt pool is unlimited. Hangar Terran Tier 3 has been completed. Good. Can we upgrade anything else while we're here? I want this Assassin upgrade. That's going to take 6 days, though. It would take 3 days once this level 8 tactical officer comes back. So we'll just wait. Our fleet has encountered a number of Zlar in Federation space. We're getting visuals now. Our fleet has run into a set of Zlar scavengers skulking around the Federation space, doubtless looking to steal our secrets. When pressed to surrender the stolen equipment, they claim to be in possession of a massive experimental cluster bomb if you don't let them pass. I guess we'll let them go. I'm only one ship right now. Alright, so we've retrieved crew and dark matter. And let's get our crew together. Maybe we'll attack these space whales in a minute here. Destroying these things, I mean, they're kind of harmless, but they also give you artifacts to level up your Precursor ship. Although I kind of do want to level up my... like this assassin upgrade. Now that my security officer is back, we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Confirm task. I think... recruit crew. It's going to take... yeah, go ahead and 3 days that. It's going to take 3 days for the other thing. Might as well do something constructive. That leaves my scientist, my level 8 scientist. What would she do? I can recruit another officer. That's going to cost 300 crew members, though. I don't think I want to do that. All right, I'm just gonna sit here, I think, and wait. 3 new satellite drones are ready to be deployed. Great. You know what? I might as well go to this. I mean, it's nice. It's close. I'll send my science vessel out there. Launch. And we'll go ahead and build a drone here. Transfer dark matter and view facility. And deploy satellite drone. Add officer. 2 days time. Good. The less I have to go out and babysit these colony worlds that generate me resources, the better. A situation in the cadet barracks. The green shirts at the cadet barracks have been exhibiting a suppressing degree of laziness. I can weed out the lazy ones, improve academy infrastructure. I'm going to improve academy infrastructure. So we lost materials for that. But I'm guessing the alternative was possibly lose crew, which I really don't want to do right now. I've got a lot of materials. Alright, and this mechanic is not doing anything. Let's see if I can have her do something. I'm not exactly sure what to do with her. Alright, well, what I'll do... I'll have this level 4 mechanic start upgrading ships, relieving this tactical officer here once she's done. I want to free up my level 8 and level 9 people so that my level 4s can do all the hard work in the starbase. Satellite drone is done. Awesome. And we'll come back. Hangar Terran 3 is done. Okay, acknowledge, show location. So now that our tactical officer is freed up, I'm going to go ahead and send this level 4 mechanic to do some of this upgrading for me. Alright, question is, I have a... what ships do I have? Do I have a Paladin? Conjurer, Paladin. What ships do I have? I've got an Assassin, a Gallant, and a Vindicator. I do have a Conjurer science vessel that I'm not using. It's tier 3, so I might as well upgrade it. At some point, I'd like to get my my lobies into these ships. Okay, so I think we'll upgrade that. Yeah, I do agree. The game does have interesting art. Alright, so the Predator upgrade improves the aim and evasion. Alright. Oh, So let me get this straight. My level 4 can't do it because she's not a commander, so she has to be upgraded further before she can upgrade this. Alright, well that's fine. Let's find another task for her then. Assuming there is something. I could build another one of these dark matter multipliers and have them do that. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we've got a open portal up here. These enemy ships will start spewing out of it, attacking my resource production worlds. Lucky for me... Oh, 1 day left. I have to wait. An accident has occurred in the cadet barracks. Oh, come on now. This Riley was working on upgrades. Beam of energy crashed through a wall. Great stuff. Okay. I will instruct them to stop fooling around. And I earned the humorless trait because of that. Oh well. Dark matter multiplier is now online. Let's get this mechanic out of here. This mechanic is generating crew members for me, but I think he's done with that. Cancel. And let's get our level 4 person here who's not doing anything working on that. 8 days. Yikes. It's going to take some time, but at least they're doing something constructive. So now I've got my main crew members, or officers rather, freed up. Let's go out there and do some combat. Alright, so I want my tactical, tier 3 engineering, and my tier 2 precursor ship. Alright, I think we are good to go. Yeah, launch fleet. Hopefully they don't launch any ships while I'm on my way. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so this is going to be a rather nasty fight. They've got 1749 health on this one, 1749 health on this one, 2,500 health. So we're going to take down the weaker ones first, I think. Alright, so let's see what their resistances are. If I right-click on them, it looks like they've got Enrage, Spike, Twirl, Savage. Lots of nasty damage-dealing abilities. They are resistant to Crew Panic, possibly. Yeah, Hull Breach. Vulnerable to... They are vulnerable to Vulnerable, which is a state in which I do more damage to them. I mean, I can this exploits Crew Panic, which is not on it yet. Disable countermeasure. Inflicts vulnerable. Let's do that. And this one inflicts torture. Might as well try that out at some point. Reduce vulnerable resistances. This one is a 5-thing cooldown. Reduce immobilized resistance. Inspired. What does Inspired do? Doesn't say. Well, we'll go ahead and do it anyway. Inspired. Min damage plus 25%. Max damage plus 25%. Aim plus 25. Oh, great. Okay. Lastly, can we inflict weapon disruption? Stop them from attacking. Minus 60% chance to hit that, because I guess they're resistant to... Yeah, they are 60% resistant to weapons disruption. So I'd want to pick stuff that inflicts engines down. That makes them slower. Yep, they are vulnerable to it. Good. Nasty. Okay, I'm going to do the quick tune-up. This will do a repair over time ability on myself. And now I'm back to this. Dire Strike. Force targeting. That forces them to use some other weapon. Alright, let's just go with... I want to go with Torture on this one. I like it. Disabling Strike. Again, that weapons disruption, they're kind of resistant to that. We'll still do some damage, though. It says weak, minus 87 damage. Nah. Let's do... How about Harass? Alright, there we go. Alright, our engineer ship is taking a beating here. Let's do instant repairs. That'll repair 593 to 1,115. And let's go with, inflicts crew panic. Let's go ahead and choose this guy here. Because I think my damage over times will destroy this one here on top, so... Yep. Might as well start working on this middle one. I'm going to have a nuke ready in a turn. Let's go ahead and do... Crippling Shot. And how about... Reduce vulnerable resistance. Well, I do want to make him vulnerable, but he's already vulnerable. This one inflicts crew panic. He's already got crew panic on him, so I don't really want to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and do this Dire Strike. And I can do this weapon supercharge, but that makes me vulnerable. Not really keen on that. You know what? Let's go ahead and nuclear strike. Yeah, I'm gonna inflict it on. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Well, that worked. All right, so he's already vulnerable. So let's see if we can capitalize on that one. All right, I'll do this broadside salvo that there's a 40% chance we'll become vulnerable. I'm already vulnerable from that nuke, so it doesn't really affect me. But I will inflict Hull Breach, which is a damage over time attack. And lastly, let's finish this up with something good. Inflicts crew panic. Not too bad. We didn't lose a whole lot of health there. We got 513 materials, 1,090 dark matter, and some salvaged equipment. This is a consumable, so I can equip these equipments to my ships, but some of them are consumable and one-time use. Let's just do a quick stop here to pick these crew members up. Transfer to fleet. While I'm here, I'm wondering if we should just add a drone. 1 day for the mechanic. Yeah, might as well. Satellite drone is good to go. All right, nice. I've got one left. I've got this fuel thing over here I could add it to. This could give me more materials if I assign crew members to it to repair it. You know what, let's go back home and restock, refuel, all that good stuff. Oh, she's leveled up now. Unlocks the Dimensional Flashbang Space Combat Power. What in the world does that do? Damage 60%, engines down, inflicts weapons disruption, like a mini Big Bang. I'll take it. Is there anything else I'd rather have, though? Backstab, combat maneuver. What does that do? A deadly attack from behind, inflicts ship disable 95%. I kind of like that, actually. Any chance I get to disable an enemy ship stops them from doing things. I'm going to go ahead and take that, actually. But that means I'd have to get rid of one of my other ship powers to fit it. Do I want to do that? Either way, I'd have to get rid. All right, I'll take this instead. I kind of like that. Unless there's something at the edge of this tree that I would like. Unlocks Into the Fray. Inspires enemies, does 50% damage. What about this one? Fire at will. Inflicts self, fire at will, and vulnerable. I don't know if I like any of those, really. I want this this backstab. Being able to disable things is really good. And I've got one skill point left anyway. I might as well take that too. Suicide Run. Inflicts ship disable 95%, but there's a 20% chance that it'll disable me, which I don't know if I like that. I hate stuff that does damage to me too. I don't like those kind of skills. But if I take it, I can then take, in the future, I can take this unit speed in both ground and space combat increased. I'll take this only to take this in the future. Alright, and then our level 5 tactician, we've got 2 points to spend here. Shell shot ground combat power, targeting assistance ground combat power, tear gas. I just want stuff that'll increase ship damage. Upgrades the bridge shot ship combat and okay. But I need to okay, so I need to take this first. And that is now unlocked. I'll take that. Okay. You're good to go there. 537 crew members. I'm tempted to try and maybe unlock another officer. See, I wouldn't mind having these 3 in their own ships and then having a third set of crew members doing things around the area. How much is that going to cost? 300. That's kind of rough. I'll wait until I have a larger pool of crew, and then I'll do that. These guys are busy. One's making dark matter. Actually, 2 of them are making dark matter. Okay, so I need to, in order for me to recruit crew, I need tactical here. So I guess what I could do is I can take my tactical officer that's working, what are they doing? Materials replication. I can stop them from doing that after this 2 days is up and just have them start recruiting crew members so that I can start creating more officers. That might be the way to go. So I'm going to watch this. 1, 2. All right. Yep. See, it repeats. So they're just going to keep generating stuff. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this task. And I'm going to move her down to the cadet barracks and recruit crew members. And that's going to take 3 days. That's not too bad. 15 crew members in 3 days. I wouldn't mind maybe moving one of these guys from here over to... Which one would be ideal for that? It looks like that's satellite drones. So for materials, it would be engineer. So what is my engineer doing? Where's my engineer? It's here. Okay, I'm going to cancel that task. And move her here. Nope, wrong one. Level 4 mechanic, 3 days. Okay, much better than 7 or 8 days trying to create dark matter, I think. Okay, so we've got a tactical officer recruiting crew members. We've got a science officer generating dark matter. And we've got an engineering officer generating materials. And those are our lower echelon people. We still have our level 9, level 8 higher echelon crew members, officers doing space stuff. So I think that's good for now. Now, there's these ships just hanging out here. I mean, I guess we'll just finish them off. I don't know why they're out here, but might as well just murder them and be done with it. Do I want to take... I guess I can't... Can I edit the fleet from... Yeah, customize. I took that one ability. Suicide. Okay, so it is here. Okay, so I don't have to switch anything out, luckily. Backstab. Okay, cool. Launch. Alright, it's just one pirate ship. This is going to be a slaughter fest. 544. Yeah. This poor thing has no idea what's about to hit it. Alright, let's just do a let's just disintegrate it. Fine. And let's follow that up with Dire Strike. That was a tier 1 ship, and I've got tier 2, tier 3 ships, so that was a no-brainer there. Might as well just clear these guys out. They're making me nervous. Oh, wow. These guys... Look how weak these guys are. Holy cow. I wish every fight was like that. Alright, so there's a status effect on this particular area. Resistance to crew panicked plus 100%. So I've got some sort of psychic trait affecting every ship. Alright, let's just murder. I get to choose what I do with it. Melt. Can I... So unfortunately I can't choose my own... I can't choose a friendly ship. Alright, I'm just gonna have it attack the engineer. The engineer is super tanky. Alright, let's do... Bridge shot. Hi, Neutrino. Yeah, this game is actually quite fun. There's difficulty spikes with it, though. And there's a bit of a learning curve. Alright, and we'll take out this last pirate fleet here, just sort of hanging out. Again, they're nothing compared to what I have right now, but... My objective, really, is to look for those space whales, destroy them, and then upgrade my Precursor ship. Again, the Precursor ship is a special DLC that you can buy. It's a couple of bucks. I think it's worth it. It adds more content to the game. Alright, let's take out the weak one first. And Ancient Assault. Sure. And let's do Disabling Strike. Sure. I really don't have to think too much about this. Just not very challenging, this particular opponent. Done. But there are enemies that you will face that are like 15 times harder than that. Oh, nice. Too close for missiles switching to guns. Space combat damage plus 10%. On occasion, these officers will get traits and other bonuses for constantly doing well. Alright, let's head back, and I'm waiting for these space whales to show up. Oh, there's one over there. Alright, let's see if we can't get to it. Oh my goodness. There's 3 of them? How bad is it? Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 2. It's gonna be a tough fight. I'm willing to try it, though. Repair all. Hopefully they stay there. They just appear and disappear at random. Alright, here we go. The one with 2,500 health is sort of discerning. I'm going to take out the easier ones first. And he just rammed me. Okay. So the gravimetric interference trait. Resistance to weapons disrupted. So anything with this... Any skill that I have that does weapon disruption will not affect these guys. And likewise, same with me. So let's... What are they resistant to? They are vulnerable to crew panic, minus 50%. So anything I can do to inflict crew panic would be awesome. Inflicts vulnerable. Are they resistant to that? Inflicts... Sure, give it a shot. Okay, nice, that works. Vulnerable means it'll take more damage from various sources. Dire Strike exploits weapons disruption. There's none there. Ancient Assault. I think I want to do that just so I can inspire. I can add the inspired tag to everyone else, all my other allies. Yeah, kinda. Only in this game you have a central base and you have to keep expanding it and getting a better fleet. So whereas in FTL you're always on the move, in this game it's sort of like you're this central location and you're staving off enemies. Let's see if we can finish this one off. This one inflicts weapon disruption, but again, they're resistant to it. How about Crippling Shot? They are vulnerable. Alright, one down. Alright, next, let's go with Broadside Salvo. It inflicts, there's a 40% chance that it will inflict vulnerable to myself, but there's a 125% chance, plus 30%, that it'll inflict hull breach. So, we'll go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and Torture. No, I'm going to save Torture for this big guy. Torture seems to be a huge damage over time, and I want to make the most of it. So why don't we do Warp Atomic Structure? That causes crew panic, which is something that they're weak against. Well, that worked. Okay, let's go with, Suicide Run. There's a... Alright, let's go ahead and do that, actually. I want to see if I can disable them. Alright, so they are stunned, which is good for me. Let's just add some things to it. Disable countermeasures, inflicts vulnerable. Sure. Now I'm going to use this Torture. Damage over time. And let's do... Engines down is kind of good. It's all enemies, though. It's a weak attack. I'd rather just burst damage. I guess Crippling Shot. Engines down. This one exploits crew panic, but we don't have that. Yeah, let's just... Fine. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that wasn't actually too bad. 148 damage just to the one. That could have been a lot worse. Alright, Siphon Dark Matter. This will do damage over time and heal me all at the same time. Love that one. Not that I need healing right now, but... Oh, this guy's hurting. Alright, let's finish it off with something good. Something that'll exploit something. Oh, nuke. Yeah. Fine. Done. That nuke takes a while to spool up, but I got 7 of these artifacts for that battle, and now I can upgrade my Precursor ship with him. The dark matter extractor is empty and offline, but some dark matter is still aboard. Beam to extractor. Oh, what in the world's happening here? Deploy officers. Okay, so this is a ground battle. I don't really care for these too much, but whatever. So, my science officer has delayed recovery, emergency meds, hazard zone, damage against biological. What are these guys? I can't tell what they are. I'm guessing they're biological. Psionic. Inflicts confused. That might be something good to have. What's afflicted? They are weak against that, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. On the weaker one. Slice and dice. Physical damage. Inflicts bleeding. I just want to kill them. 54. Yeah, this will be enough to... Yeah, done. 1 down. Ball Lightning 2. It does electrical damage and inflicts shocked. They are... This one here is not very resistant to shocked at all, so we might as well use that. Nice. And... all enemies. Yeah, sure. Let's finish that one off and do damage to this one. And Slice and Dice should finish this one off. Oh, it says weak, minus 20% chance to hit. I'll still do 47 damage, though. Yeah. Good enough. We have another Mega Behemoth on our hands. Oh, this thing. These things are really difficult. Chromie. Alright, so... I don't know how well this is going to go. It would have been nice to be able to save my game. I might have to retreat from this thing. This thing is just a nightmare. It gives you a ton of artifacts should you destroy it, but... I might have to retreat from this battle. I don't think I'm ready for this. The goal here is to knock down one of these knock down these parts as quickly as possible. Focus fire them down. I'd love to do this battle. It's just I'm not confident that I could do it. The amount of damage this thing can do is ridiculous. We'll try a couple of shots and see. But if this goes sour, then I may have to. All right, we want to inflict vulnerable for sure. We'll start with that. Make it take more damage. And this torture, it does damage over time. We want this rally for sure. So this ancient assault, let's go ahead and do that. And so he is immune to weapon disruption, but what about stun? Ship disable. I'd like to disable any of them. Alright, yeah, let's just... Can we... Nice. Okay, so that is disabled. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a nasty hit there. Okay, this is instant repair to self. This is a repair drone. Okay, so I can do repair to an ally. Let's do that one, actually. We need some burst healing. Alright, and we just gotta keep focus firing on the one part, if we can. Let's do torture. And again, this weapon, how much is that damage is that going to do? Minus 25% chance to hit. It's vulnerable to that damage type, though. So I think we're still going to do it. Oh! Nice. Nice evade there. Okay, took some damage. Alright, let's... He's still vulnerable, so we don't need to do disable countermeasures. How about... See, this would inflict vulnerable to myself, but I don't want to do that. It does inflict hull breach, which would do more damage over time. Now, let's stick with... I don't want to do anything that could make myself more vulnerable to his strong attacks. Alright, that's good. Dire Strike. Inflicts crew panic. I don't know if we want to do that. I mean, he's close to death. I don't know if you want to do that right now. I'd rather save it for... what's the cooldown on that? 2. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. A cooldown of 2. It's a lot of damage over time there. Okay, and then if we can just knock him out with an easy shot. Just knock this one out. Well, here's the thing. His damage over time will kill him. As soon as it's his turn again, it'll... I've got a damage over time that'll knock him out. So I might as well start on a new section. Let's do... I'd hate to do this suicide run and be disabled. 20% chance for it to happen. Alright, we got it. We gotta knock it. We gotta stop him from attacking. Okay, good. Let's do... Let's make this one vulnerable now. And... Reduce vulnerable resistance. Actually, let's go ahead and do this heal over damage / heal over time. Let's do that. Okay. Harass. Strafing run would attack all 3, and that would just take that out. Inflicts engines down. I kind of want to do that. Not effective. Well, that's one part of it down anyway. Let's go ahead and self-heal again. Actually, I want to do it. I want to do a self-heal. I want to use the... Oh, well. Warp atomic structure. We've already got the crew panicked there. Let's do that one. I'm trying not to reapply statuses that are already on him. Alright, we're going to do a repair over time on this top one. And we'll apply... let's go ahead and do Ancient Assault. And this is where the nuke would have come in handy, but we're out of it. We have to go back to our base to refill some of these things. Let's do... I mean, Crippling Shot would take engines down. And I guess exploits crew panic, but no, we'll just do that. See if we can knock him out. All right, it's another one down, one left. Let's use cauterize hull. Yep. Heal him up. And I guess a lot of our skills are on cooldown right now. I've got this cloak ability that repairs very so slightly and reduces aggro, but we don't need to heal right now. All right, and how about inflicts vulnerable? And we want torture for sure. Backstab to disable. And this instant self-repair, I think I'm going to do that one. Inflicts crew panic. And again, bridge shot, this inflicts weapon disruption, but it still does damage. It's vulnerable. 100 plus 113 to the damage. All right, let's go ahead and do that just for pure raw damage. It won't apply the status effect, but it still does a lot of damage. And the salvo inflicts hull breach. And lastly, Dire Strike should finish it off, I'm hoping. Nice. Okay, not too bad, actually. I thought it would be a lot worse. So we earned 18 artifacts and this Mega Behemoth Crystal Plating. So I can equip this to one of my ships, and it'll give me plus 20% hull. I think that's good all around. I want to give that probably to my tactical vessel, who's always low on health. I got an achievement, Hunt Chromie. Alright, let's head back home and repair. Holy cow, that was a tough fight. And while I'm thinking about it, let's... What equipment do I have here? Edit. Okay, so I've got this speed upgrade on it and damage upgrade on it. I'll get rid of that and add just pure hull, I think is good. Okay. Dark matter retrieved, 66. Alright, so it looks like we've leveled up a few of our people here. Alright, so this is our level 9 scientist. What are we going to upgrade? Chaos Theorist Training. Unlocks the reflective shield ship combat power. What does that do? Surrounds the ship with a defensive shield that reflects 50% of damage back at the attackers for 4. I like that, actually. I'm going to take it. Absolutely. And we've got one more skill point. Unlocks the drop isotopes ground combat power. Meh. Upgrades the siphon dark matter space combat power. I like that. So I guess it just does more damage. Yeah, I like the siphon dark matter ability, so upgrading it is a no-brainer. 2 upgrade points on this level 5 scientist. Improves ship damage by 10%. No-brainer there. Improves ship aim and improves damage versus other science. Again, no-brainer. Okay. And I guess that's it for now. We should probably upgrade our Precursor ship if we can. I think that's under the... There it is. Starship Hangar, Precursor. Needs an officer, though. I'm going to have to wait for these guys to get back. But I can do the Tier 3 core upgrade and unlock some more stuff for it. So, let's let them come back. Oh, they're already back. My bad. Back to that. Add officer. And the engineer is going to take 2 days. So, yeah, confirm. We'll wait for that to be done. All right. We now have a Tier 3 Precursor ship. I wonder if there's like Tier 4. I gotta wonder. Under the research menu, I'm looking around just to see what's available. I don't see it here. Like, it says Terran Tier 3, but it doesn't go any higher than that. But I have to wonder if there's other rooms I can build or other things that I could do. Do I want any of these other... Research, fleet, fuel efficiency, and travel speed upgrades with this base room. Sure. I'll research it. I've got the materials. And a foundry allows me to increase Halcyon 6's maximum station health. I don't know if I need that. But it says, also, I can engineer advanced starship equipment. I wouldn't mind trying that out, too. Counselor's room, research how to build a counselor's room to increase morale. My morale's at 94%. I don't see a need for that. All right. So I guess we'll go back to our starbase. If we can afford to build some of these rooms, great. So that was the foundry and the propulsion lab. Let's do the propulsion lab. Construct. And it looks like we do not have a spare room. We're going to have to explore. And we've got 2 other officers that aren't doing anything. Aren't you busy already? No, let's do this. Yeah, let's do that one. I want to see if this Precursor ship can be upgraded further now that it's Tier 3. It probably can. Damage upgrade... Hull upgrades, speed upgrade. Let's take... I've got my engineer. That's why I kept him and switched him out for someone else. Confirm task. It's going to take 9 artifacts to do that. And I've got a scientist not doing anything. Level 9 scientist. Let's go ahead and explore this room. Open that up a bit. Our sensors have picked up another troll portal inside the Federation borders. Up here. Okay, so we're going to have to wait 1 or 2 more days. Hopefully they'll be done soon. What's the event queue on that? Explore. So within 1 day. Okay, I can let this portal stay open for another day. Starbase exploration attack. Of course. Prepare for combat. Oh, these guys look nasty. Hang in there, green shirts. Oh, they've got some serious attack going on there. We got to take those out quickly. What are they weak to? Blinded. Do we have anything that can blind them? Inflicts blinded. Sure. Perfect. And these are our green shirts. They are just weak. They don't do a whole lot. But let's go ahead and inflict shock, assuming they're weak to it. No, they are resistant to shocked. So let's just do our regular laser pistol attack. Run and gun. Inflicts blinded. How in the world did you miss? Inflicts confused, inflicts afflicted. Again, it's weak. I would still kill it, though. Alright, one down. These green shirts can't shoot. Laser pistol, only option. Another one down. Nice. And once again, we're waiting for everyone to finish so that we can go out and close this portal. The Precursor ship has been upgraded. Awesome. Another starbase exploration attack. While exploring, Aurora has come across a unique sight, a newborn Grombulus blinker. Nearby, the rotting carcasses of what must have been its mother. Kill it dead, abandon the area as a precaution. I'm going to abandon it for right now. We've cleared out a section. Awesome. Everyone done? Okay. The propulsion lab is now online. Acknowledged. Okay. We've encountered a situation regarding some of the starbase fauna. A small herd of Borgoths seem to be infesting some of the larger piping around our crew quarters. So I can spend 300 dark matter to build a dark matter bait trap, build a simple shock trap, or ignore their pleas. I guess we'll build the best one we can. Plus 3 morale. Okay. Well, we gotta defend this area over here. So we'll send our ships out. 1, 2, 3, and repair all. I don't know what a tier 4 upgrade is. It just makes the ship better, as far as I know. I've never gotten this far. Okay, so we want to take out, I think, the weaker ones first. Let's start with Ancient Assault so that we can get our inspired trait going. And we'll do I guess a broadside salvo. And I'm going to backstab... I want to backstab a different one just to prevent it from doing anything. Just to disable it. Alright, let's disintegrate. And finish it off, hopefully, with something easy. Dire Strike, I guess. Alright, one down. Bridge shot. Weapons disrupted. Let's just keep, let's make it vulnerable. Not effective. And, let's go ahead and do Torture on this enemy just to start doing our damage over time. That's going to take a couple of rounds for it to actually really work. Strafing run inflicts engines down. Okay. And... sure. Inflicts crew panic. Yeah, let's do that as well. Here. That damage over time will... This thing's not going to last too long once this goes down. Let's go with Dire Strike. Alright, one fleet down. We earned some materials and some dark matter, and now we're going to move on to the actual portal now to try and close that sucker. And it looks like I gained plus 10% space combat damage on my tactical officer. Nice. Tier 4. Oh, that's not good at all. I hope it's not going to be too difficult. Actually, let me save the game now before I forget. I keep meaning to save it. Always save. There is an autosave feature, but, you know, just in case. Battles can turn at the drop of a hat sometimes. Alright, we're going to take out the weaker one first, then go after this stronger one here. Six turn cooldown. That's disgusting. I guess we'll Dire Strike this one. And let's do a... Let's do this instant repair thing. And I think I want to disable minus 60% chance to hit. Oh man, that stinks. Well, I'll have a better chance of doing it to this one, so I guess we'll do that one. Not effective. Of course not. Wow, that was a lot of damage. And he's got a damage over time effect on him. He will die next round, which is good. Alright, let's go ahead and do Ancient Assault and inspire all of our allies. And let's... Crippling Shot. Take his engines down. And... yeah, let's just finish them all off. We'll Torture. I love that. It's so good. Minus 100% chance to hit. Okay, so weapon disruption, not a thing. What about... no, damage is 180 to 284. Not worth it. What about this one? Nope, also weak. Harass? Yep, they're vulnerable to that. And... okay. These tier 4 ships don't play around. Crew panic. Yeah. It wasn't too bad. I mean, had it been 3 of those tier 4 ships, we would have been in trouble, I think. Alright, so we closed the portal. No more enemy troll coming from that for now. I'm sure a new one will pop up sooner or later. Adding another tier... the tier 4 upgrade to the Precursor doesn't really do anything except adds additional loadout and equipment slots. But that's what the tier 3 did. So basically, I'll see tier 4 upgrades here to upgrade. But, yeah. That's all that really is. All right, not too shabby. Let's go ahead and save that. And I'm going to go ahead and take a break. If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.